Hello guys, it's been a while since I updated my wishlist and I'm gonna take the help of Analytica Discord to do it. And if you wanna join Analytica Discord, I will link them down below. It's discord.gg/analytica. And I will also link it down below to make sure and give them proper credit. This list is done by in-season, Alids, and the Analytica Discord community. So, starting off, we have the normal wishlist here. We're also gonna go through the epic one later on. And what they suggest is you acquire one copy of these heroes first before ascending other wishlist heroes. So before you look at the list down here, you go and put all these heroes in and get one copy of them. They're really good. Ludovic is a good healer in PvP and Dream Realm. Rowan is just good, boosting energy in the beginning, and Brutus is just a good tank with his survivability and becoming immune while getting low health. After you prioritize these heroes, we can jump into the first Lightbearers. So we have Vala and Messia, both really good in PvP and some Dream Realm. And if you're in the pre-season, Vala is also really good at the Primal Lords. And don't have Sinbad yet in the wishlist, but he will come there in like 2 days, I believe. And they want you to prioritize him. He would be really good at some PvP stuff, I believe, and also Dream Realm. Don't know that much about him yet, but he's a good hero. We will know more about him in like the upcoming week. Endless being tested, and also the Primal Lord, the Crazed Shell Brute. And then we have Corin, also a really good hero and a true damage dealer, and he's really good in a lot of Dream Realm and also in the Primal Lord in the beginning. So once you're done with these, you can jump over to the right side here, and let's see. So the first one you should replace here, if you get done with the Temesia or the Vala, you go in and put in Rowan. And after Rowan, you go into Cassidy. Cassidy has actually been shining real nice lately with like the Primal Lords. Getting her up is really nice. Then I believe either Lucius or Merrily is fine. So, I don't believe it matters which one you go first. I would probably go with Merrily if you're in the pre-season. If you're in the season, maybe go Lucius. It's a hard call. So let's jump into Maulers. I think that one is so contested, it's probably the hardest one to decide on who you should go. So we have both Smokey and Mikola, and they're just really good in a lot of modes. Smokey is really good at Dream Realm in the beginning, and also really good at AFK stages and pushing that. Mikola is like one of the best heroes in Dream Realm right now, because have that upkeep, the honor arena, that's always up no matter what in Dream Realm. So she's really strong as well. Pretty decent in some PvP like Supreme Arena as well. And then we have the A tiers, Odie and Coco, without a doubt. Like Odie is probably one of the strongest heroes overall. And Coco is just really amazing in both PvP and Dream Realm, especially in the beginning of seasons when you need a lot of damage reduction. He's really strong as well. Then we get to the heroes you should go after you're done with those. That's Shakir and Alsa. Alsa is actually popping off a bit in Dream Realm as well. So she's not only used for PvP, but she's really good in Supreme. And Shakira is also starting to become really good in Dream Realm as well. Not only PvP, because of the looping aura that boosts friendlies that's within 2 tiles. And Sentry is starting to go more melee heroes, like Mikola and Freya Stone and so on in Dream Realm. That's why he's popping off. And when you're done with Odie and Coco, you have Kruger and Seth. Kruger is really good at lowering physical defense on Dream Realm, so getting him up is really good. And Antandra is actually not as strong as she used to be, because we have so many other heroes that fills the same role. So going for these heroes instead is better. Seth is really good at PvP because he bounces enemy hero with the lowest HP. Lily May Basically used in everything and is just one of the best heroes in the game right now. She's a must-have. Aaron, good in both FK stages and PvP. A must-have there as well. Arden, same there. He's used in basically everything from FK stages to battle drills to PvP. Almost really strong in FK stages and also really strong in PvP depending on the server meta you're in. And once you're done with Lily May and Aaron, you can swap in Tasi. She's become really strong in like the special arena. Like I think it's arena 5, 6 that's special. You can boost the energy and use her in there. So, and she's also really strong at AFK stages when it comes to using the Lightbearer faction talent. And we have Hypogean. She's really good in PvE and PvP, but she's not as important as the other ones, and you can also buy her from the arena store. And Damien has actually fallen behind a bit in priority because of Arden and almost being so strong, and we're getting options like Mikola and Smokey for the teams and heal them. Orisa is really nice right now in both PvP but also in PvE when it comes to guild supremacy. She's used with Brian right now, and it's a really strong team. And lastly, we have Graveborn. And here it haven't changed much since my last wishlist. Thorn is really good in thing, and you need him at least Mythic Plus so he gets that gain, so he can tank more. Carolina's strong in PvE, like battle drills and also AFK stages. Really good in PvP in the beginning as well for your account. And Sylvina and Nara is basically key. They have some use sometimes in other modes as well, but not that much. And after you're done with the S tiers, you want to swap in Ludovic because he's really strong in PvP. He has some Dream Realm usage. Haven't seen him for a while though, but he takes the priority over anyone else that's S tier right now. They have Cece as well, and yeah, it's a Cece. She's decent, you know, and there's not many other options to go. I maybe would put in Nara here instead, to be fair, instead of Cece, because of the hook ability you have with Nara. And then for the A tiers we have Appearance. The rest doesn't matter that much. Down below here we have all the heroes that has red backgrounds you can buy from the arena store, and this is the priority you should go for, but it also kind of depends on your RNG. And also I might actually recommend you getting one copy of Nara up here as well. I forgot to mention that, and I think could be really good. It won't be that life-changing. It has some utility. So maybe before you swap over Ludovic in here to Graveborn, you might want to grab one copy of Nara in here instead, and then go for Ludovic, just so you have that utility. So that's the normal wish list. Before we jump over to the epic recruitment, we have in the middle here recommendations they have for all of the different heroes and how you should utilize them based on this wish list. So we have ascend them to S+. First, you have Smokey, Hypogean, Coco, Mikola, Rowan, and Damien as primary support. Foran, Almost, Lemont, and Brutus are your primary tanks. So, depending on how fast you go and buy these heroes, you will probably have Foran, Almost, and Brutus be your primary in the beginning. Carolina, Arden, and Aaron are your main crowd control and AoE DPS. And Lily May, Merrily, and Odie are your primary DPS. And since it takes a while before you go Merrily in here, because of the priority, so your primary DPS will be Lily May and Odie for a while. Then we have the epic recruitment. So here we have a bit of another level of priority. We of course have Lily May first because she's used in everything and is dominating a lot of modes. And I have Smokey, also dominating in a lot of modes because he's one of the best supports. Then we have Carolina, Aaron, and lastly Tasi. These are the heroes you want to push up quickly to be able to clear AFK stages and also be dominant in PvP. And after that, we have the next priority. I believe actually Temesia and Mikola, they are kind of the same priority here. I might actually prioritize Mikola a bit more than Temesia, because she's so strong in some of the dream realms. And I don't think Temesia is used that much in dream realm anymore. So I probably would bump up Mikola one step. And then go Temesia after Mikola. And then we have Ewin, Thoran, and Vala priority. So these are really important as well. Ewin is really important for AFK stages and also PvP. Thoran is really important for basically the same as well, and a lot of dream realm. For example, King Croaker, we need to tank a lot of one-shot bubbles, like 3 of them. Thoran is really important to have. I might actually put Vala down here and go... Actually, I think Vala, Shakir, and Ludovic kind of have the same priority. Depending on your RNG here, you want to put in the one you want to finish first in your epic recruitment, basically. And then we have Alsa, Rowan, and C. If you check this video out later on and other heroes has popped out, the priority might change a bit. Like this Zacess, you might go for Nara instead, because I don't think Zacess is used that much for PvP anymore. And then lastly, we come to the Celestial and Hypogean conversation, which is always hard to talk about. Rainier to M+ is a safe bet, but he's kind of falling out a bit as well out of the priority and Dreamren stuff, so he might not be that highly prioritized anymore. And then we have the conversation between Tallene and Friesto. It kind of depends on what you want to focus on. Tallene is really strong in AFK pushing, and so is Friesto. But Tallene is a bit more dominant in the early stages of a season. And I think Friesto is better in the later stages of a season. So when we come to the endless modes and so on, and when you need more tankability, he is a lot stronger. But my recommendation right now is you're in the stages where you kinda wanna start thinking about the Celestial or Hypogean. Wait for the new Celestial or Hypogean that will come in like a couple of weeks, or we don't know when the next one is coming. But it would be really good of you to wait until we get that information and test out that hero and see how good the newest Celestial and Hypogean is before you go in on any one of these. Because the next one could be a game breaker or change how we play the game. We don't know. So just save your resources for now. We will test and evaluate the new one when it comes, and I will update wishlist and make videos on that as well. If you have any thoughts, give them in the comments down below, and then you also don't forget to check out the Analytica Discord if you need further help as well. Huge props to them for such a great community where people can come together and talk strategy and coming up with things like this. It's really huge and helps everyone improve their gaming experience. And as always, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.